It's not an easy marriage. He has to look at me and see what I need. And we have to make decisions based on that.
But in the first couple of years of Trey's life, because Cherie and I were divorced, I think my desire to never have my son see me in that way made me more absent.
He's going to a new lane, and you know what I mean? Like, I'm just excited to see the new universe.
Jada Pinkett Smith is reportedly causing a rift between herself and her children by spilling embarrassing tea about their father, Will Smith. Jada has been all over TV, making all kinds of explosive revelations about her marriage to Will Smith, once one of the most famous and respected actors in the world. So, what are Will Smith's children saying about their mother after her most shocking revelations? That's what we're going to find out and more. But of course, before we go any further, make sure first that you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell for more updates and videos like this. Now let's dive in.
I made a promise that there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever. Still trying to figure out between the two of us how to be in partnership, right?
Since Jada's been talking about their marriage, Will's reputation has taken a huge hit. Now, as Media Takeout has reported, Will is seen as a joke or a meme. It's quite a dramatic fall for the successful movie star. Will's kids are now hoping to stop the damage on their dad's reputation and are wishing for privacy. Jada Pinkett Smith's recent shocking revelations, most notably that she and Will Smith have been separated for 7 years, has caused Will Smith to go viral again for all the wrong reasons. Entertainment Tonight is reporting that Willow Smith and Jaden Smith feel bad for their dad with all the recent headlines about their parents. Trey Smith, on the other hand, Will's eldest son, is yet to make a statement. But given the situation, we're certain his reaction wouldn't fall far from the others.
Bad marriage for life.
Jada Pinkett Smith has once again found herself in the spotlight, challenging her reputation as one of the most talked about figures in Hollywood. This is no small feat considering the array of prominent women in the industry. However, the latest buzz is causing some discomfort for her husband, or should we say, her ex-husband Will Smith. Surprisingly, despite their public image as a happily married couple, or at least a married one, they've been living separate lives for the past 6 years. Jada has been quoted as saying, "We're still figuring it out." Now, one might wonder how Jada speaking out about their separation could be construed as embarrassing for Will Smith. After all, divorces are a common occurrence, and they often bring sadness, especially when children are involved, as is the case with Jada and Will. It's not about shaming anyone going through a divorce. Instead, it's about the unique circumstances surrounding the Smiths. In their particular situation, Jada's revelations carry an added layer of embarrassment for Will. This is because just last year, Will Smith made headlines, virtually breaking the internet and overshadowing the Oscars, when he slapped Chris Rock for an offhanded joke about Jada's appearance.
Oh, wow! Wow! Will Smith just smacked the out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth!
At the time, the narrative attempted to defend Will's actions, suggesting he acted out of love and protectiveness for his wife. While there's a romantic angle to this, even Will himself later acknowledged that his actions were indefensible, making the situation even more awkward.
And we have to make decisions based on that, not based on what people think marriage should be.
While it's true that the motive behind Will Smith's Oscar incident appeared to be fiercely protective and rooted in love for his wife, Jada, the recent revelation that the couple hasn't considered themselves husband and wife for years sheds new light on the situation. Jada expressed her shock about the incident by stating, "First of all, I'm really shocked because, mind you, I'm not there. We haven't called each other husband and wife in a long time. I'm like, what is going on right now?" What raises eyebrows, however, is that Jada, seemingly contentedly, once again puts Will in the spotlight for public scrutiny. She remarked, "He was just so protective of me that he had to act out." We hadn't been husband and wife in years. I had no idea what was going on with him. In other contexts, such a critique might be entirely fair and valid. Yet the unique aspect of Jada and Will Smith's relationship is that it appears as if I've learned about their personal matters, not of my own volition. You see, Jada Pinkett Smith is the one who consistently chooses to divulge details about her and Will Smith's life. She not only has a tendency to overshare, but also seems to have a specific inclination to disclose information and make statements or actions that may hurt Will, or at the very least, tarnish his reputation. First and foremost, let's address Jada's admission of an extramarital affair that occurred while she was still married to Will. It's not just the fact that this affair took place, it's the way she chose to share it with the world, even involving Will Smith in the process. In an interview, Jada candidly stated, "You know, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August."
I think you need to say clearly what happened.
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes.
A relationship.
One thing I want to get clear about and clean up. One of the things that was kind of swirling in the press about you giving permission, which is the only person that could give permission in that particular circumstance, is myself. Indeed, Jada revealed her involvement with a man nearly the same age as her son, and to compound matters, she invited him onto her talk show, essentially reiterating that her husband Will didn't have the authority to grant or deny permission in this situation. Regardless of one's perspective, Jada Pinkett Smith's involvement with another man while still in a marriage raises concerns about the nature of her behavior. It appears to veer into sociopathic and even psychotic territory, straying far from what many consider to be actions of a typical person. Some may argue that it's their relationship, and as long as they're content, they should be left alone. But can we genuinely say that Will Smith looks happy in the midst of this conversation? Does he appear comfortable with the situation at the infamous Red Table, where these intimate details unfolded? This episode offers a glimpse into an exceedingly uncomfortable and emotionally turbulent marriage. In the wake of the media storm surrounding Jada and her involvement with August, the public narrative began to paint Will Smith as a husband complicit in an open marriage with his wife. However, the latest twist in this convoluted tale is Jada's recent revelation. Her and Will Smith never actually reconciled after their initial separation. In fact, they remained separated all along. This revelation challenges the notion of an open marriage, as it was not the case of them reuniting and then engaging in other relationships. This leaves us wondering why Jada felt the need to assert that they had reconciled, only to confess that she had been involved with someone else. This entire saga has spiraled into a far messier and more public spectacle than it ever needed to be, leaving many perplexed and seeking clarity amidst the turmoil. It's worth considering that if Jada Pinkett Smith were a man treating her spouse in the same manner she treats Will Smith, she might not receive the same level of embrace as a feminist, progressive, or all-around good person. Her actions, when viewed through this lens, may not be as easily forgiven or justified. From my perspective, it appears that her behavior extends beyond mere inconsideration towards her spouse. It seems to carry a vindictive undertone.
Which is 7 years ago now.
Yes.
Y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
While the Red Table interview between Jada and Will was undeniably awkward, there have been glimpses released over the years that reveal their relationship to be even more confrontational than what was on display during that interview. The interview seemed like them attempting to maintain a facade of civility. What's particularly striking is that these are matters Jada is posting very publicly online, which suggests a significant breach of Will's boundaries. It appears that Will is a person who has grown accustomed to having his boundaries violated, and he is evidently working hard to establish boundaries that his partner is still not respecting.
Whirling in the press about you giving permission, which is, the only person that can give permission in that particular circumstance is myself.
Yes.
The situation is problematic under any circumstances, and I can only imagine it would be even more challenging for a public figure like Will, where the boundaries between personal life and public scrutiny become increasingly blurred. In any case, it seems the takeaway from this situation is to extend your thoughts and support to Will Smith and his children from his marriage to Jada. It's evident that he's been enduring considerable personal turmoil. Additionally, it's important to keep the couple's shared children in your prayers, given the complex circumstances they've been raised in. If being an adult within this dynamic has proven challenging and unhealthy, one can only imagine the difficulties their children have faced, especially someone like Trey, who hasn't openly spoken about the situation. It's clear that they are all going through a tough time. So in light of these events, are you leaning towards Team Jada or Team Will Smith? Share your thoughts with us in the comments below. That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed that video. And if you did, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos like this.